Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, passion for excellence.
Here are today's top headlines. Toyota seeks government help, Geely might buy Volvo, and lots of news from the Geneva Auto Show. Up next, we'll be back with the news behind the headlines. This is Autoline Daily for Tuesday, March 3, 2009, and now the news. A sign that the global financial crisis is getting worse. Toyota Financial Services, the finance unit of the world's largest automaker, approached the Japanese government asking for a loan of 200 billion yen, or about $2 billion, the AP reports. Toyota Financial Services does 70% of its business in the United States, and Nissan is also considering asking the Japanese government for financial aid. The Wall Street Journal reports that Chinese car maker Geely is likely to put in a bid next week to buy Volvo from Ford. Geely has roughly half the revenue of Volvo, nearly half as many car sales, and only 1/3 as many employees. Geely might move some production of Volvos to China, but the Journal also reports the Chinese government is warning its automakers it'll be very difficult for them to acquire struggling foreign automakers and try to turn them around. Lots of news from the Geneva Motor Show. General Motors unveiled the Opel Ampera, and even though it's equipped with the Voltec system that powers the Chevy Volt, they don't resemble each other. The boomerang-shaped headlights especially stand out. The Ampera is a hatchback that seats 4 passengers. GM says production of the Ampera will begin in late 2011. And Infiniti unveiled a wild new concept car called Essence. Autoblog reports this rear-wheel drive 2-seat coupe is 4.7 meters long. That's 15.5 feet. It starts with a hybrid drivetrain with a combined 592 horsepower, 434 horses from its 3.7-liter twin-turbo V6, and another 158 from an electric motor. For power, it uses a lithium-ion battery pack that's mounted in the trunk. Mitsubishi and PSA will collaborate on electric vehicles based on Mitsubishi's myEV. Mitsubishi will build the car, but PSA will sell them in Europe under the Peugeot badge, while Mitsubishi will still sell them with its own logo. The companies are targeting late 2010 to early 2011 to launch the vehicle. And in related news from Geneva, Nissan and Portugal agreed to study the possibility of building a lithium-ion battery plant in the country. Last year, Portugal was the first European country to sign an agreement with Renault-Nissan to build an electric charging infrastructure. And meanwhile, back in the States, the advertising push for the 2010 Ford Fusion kicks off tonight, featuring a new tagline, "We speak car," and it highlights the Fusion's strengths compared to its rivals. The base Fusion starts at a hair less than $20,000, while the hybrid version comes in at right around $28,000. Both include destination and delivery charges. Those MSRPs are very competitive with its arch rival. Pricing on the 2010 Toyota Camry haven't been officially announced yet, but 2009 models sticker at about $20,000 for base versions and roughly $26,000 for hybrids, excluding delivery charges, which is an extra $720. Along with aggressive pricing and marketing, Ford's also trumpeting the Fusion's fuel efficiency. The base 4-cylinder model achieves a best-in-class 34 miles per gallon on the highway, while the hybrid hits 41 in the city, 8 mpgs better than the Camry hybrid. Coming up next, a look at some research Volvo is doing to, not surprisingly, improve safety. We'll be back right after this.
Changing tires out here could be dangerous, but with these tires, I don't need to worry.
Bridgestone.
Volvo is conducting a large-scale research project that looks at how drivers react in traffic situations. To learn as much as it can about what people do behind the wheel, it fitted about 100 cars and 50 trucks with a battery of video cameras.
In addition to the normal sensors, we have added these cameras here that look on the traffic in the front. We also have a camera in the rear for the rearward face traffic. And we have these eye tracker cameras that record the driver. So we have a driver view here where the driver's eye gaze is monitored. So we can see if the driver is looking on the road or the instruments or in the wrong direction. We also have a camera on that side here that records the driver view, a complete view. So we see if he's using the gears, everything.
By monitoring everything a driver does behind the wheel, researchers aim to develop new safety features. This project will last for 3 years and is part of a larger safety research study called EuroFOT or EuroFOT. With these findings, Volvo aims to build cleaner and more efficient cars, but as usual, safety is a driving force behind everything that it does.
With this new knowledge that we get from this new method, we will be able to design completely new inventions, if you will, that will help and support the driver to avoid accidents.
Cars that don't get in accidents would go a long way to help the company reach its biggest goal of all. By 2020, it wants no one to get hurt or killed in a Volvo vehicle. And that's it for today's top news in the global auto industry. Don't forget, you can always get podcasts, transcripts, and a lot more at our website, AutolineDaily.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Visit our website for even more great content all week long. Autoline Extra, Dawn's Journal, podcasts, and even more. So click over and get the inside view at AutolineDetroit.tv.